Greetings and one more time here. Give it a second. Okay. Greetings and gratitude to all life forms and life workers who have found this incredibly obscure runic broadcast. I am your obscure runic host, Thodad Lion. Greetings to you and gratitude for being here. Thank you for working your life and living your life and light in all your endeavors. So I say thank you. From one person to the grand universe, hello. I've missed you. I hope it was mutual. If not, then that's fine too. Greetings, audience, and future people. Hello. Person now or in the future, greetings. Thank you for being here. Please understand that joy is what today's message is what you need to hear right now. Is you get to be joyful. You get to be happy. You get to be positive. Yes, it's a choice. Yes, you get to do this. It's not something that was decided for you prematurely or predatedly long time ago. No, you decided every single day, do I get to choose to be happy? Do I choose joy today? Am I allowing joy? Am I allowing that positive force? Am I letting it in? Am I allowing it to flow? Because oftentimes we become our own kinks. We know how to kink the hose a lot better than letting it flow. Because when we let it flow, we don't know where it goes, and that kind of bothers us. Bothers the human idea of having to control things. Thing is, you really can't control anything other than what you think. So I say, control that and think joy. Be positive, be happy, be proud of everything that has happened and the great things that are about to happen. Thank you. Okay, anybody? Now we're in the future. Please say stop. Okay, we got a flyer. Anybody now or in the future, thank you for planting those seeds in the past, for wanting to be better, for making a choice to improve, and for allowing that improvisational process to actually make you better. You don't have to be a certain pre-written way. You don't have to be the way that everyone said you had to be. You get to be your own sway, your own vibration. Celebrate that. And know that all of that hard work you put into the past will be rewarding, will pay off now and into the future. Hello, Stefani. I'm quite amazing. Let's hope my computer can handle this broadcast. I was having a lot of computer issues for the last few weeks. I don't know how much of it I got fixed, Stefani. Let's hope enough. The answer is enough. Okay, anybody here, please say stop now or in the future. I hope you're having a powerful day. Please read the message on the screen. Please read the description box of this if you want an extra super special message just for you. Okay, I'm going to give it a few seconds for someone to just type in that nice word, stop. 3 people, I know you want this message. If it's you, this is the time. This is the space. This is the place. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Nobody said stop. Okay. You need to wait a little longer. If I hear it called out to me mentally, some telepathic force in the future says, bro, stop. I'll stop. Okay, I gotta stop. Let's go with joy once again. Find that primal force of happiness. Yes, terrible things happen. Yes, life's not always great. Yes, it's not always easy to choose happiness. But the thing is always a choice. You can always pick it. There's always a option. Decide positivity. Besides all of the negative way we see things, the way we believe and perceive and understand, there's multiple ways, there's multiple viewpoints, there's multiple vantage points to see. I say, see it from a place of joy. See it from that positive mindset, and it will almost always be rewarding. Yes, it has, Stefani. I have missed your cosmic presence. I make an attempt every day to go live, but very few of them I've been going live, as you can tell. So, praying for a new computer. Hey, I'm working on it. The wheels are in motion, Stefani. What would you like for your message? Please read and respond. Once, long time ago, maybe before there was time, maybe, I don't even know, there must have been a sway, a rhythm, a way that they spoke that day, they say. But maybe got tossed in the hay, got pulled back, far away, forgotten. In so many ways, they say. But we get to be here. We get to bring it back. We get to live it right, and we get to cut the slack. We get to remove the mind that held us back in time, and we get to find the rhyme that celebrates this glorious and infinite divine mind that we have inside us. The runes are just one tool to celebrate this. But even before there was time, and even when time is elapsed, there will always be those who carry the runes close to their heart, close to their soul, and the runes will never die. There will always be at least one weird runic reader somewhere. And I'm grateful that you people have chose to click on this video and found me to be your weird runic reader. So Stefani, thank you for being here. Other two people who I don't know who you are, thank you for being here. If you would like your message, please read the thing on the screen. To the man who is just a tree in the ground, I say thank you for being a tree in the ground. Shout out to Yajin Dust Indeed. Wherever he is, whatever he's doing, whatever's going on, to the one who is Yaji, Dusty, and very much indeed. Blessings. Joshua Tree in the ground. Hello. Exactly. I try to look it up. There's a lot of people talking about runes, Stefani. There's a lot of rune teachers on YouTube. There's not a lot of rune readers. It's just sad, right? It's kind of strange. Okay. Stefani says wood. Okay, please stop. Please say the word stop. Whoa! One rune gone. So that's one of yours. So I'll grab the other two when you say stop, Stefani. Just a tree in the ground. Wood, resin, or bone. Stefani, I believe your rune might be in the great beyond, and it may never be found again. So I hope that's not the case. So I'm going to try one more thing. Okay, it's not gone forever. So I'm going to tell you what I have, and then I will go on a mission for you, Stefani, to the great beyond. So you are psychically protected by God. God is watching over you, has armor around you, has magic, power, and sensations abound. Know that you are protected. Find this protection within you. Don't feel like you're under attack, but be cautious. Be aware that some situations may put you in danger, but know that you are strong enough to make it through it. Stand up for yourself. Hold up your strength. Don't let other people dominate you, tell you you need to be a certain way, tell you that you need to give your power to them. You don't need to. You are profound. You are strong, and you have the right sound, the right vibration. Stand in your strength. Know you are protected, and never forget within that everything is working to the divine frequency of abundance. Now, here's my runic quest. One of the times I wish I had tiny hands. So wherever you may be, audience, I say thank you for your patience. Thank you for just being yourself, and never waver. Never let someone say you need to change, you need to be different. You're doing everything wrong and you're bad. I don't agree with them. And know that you have at least one ally who does not believe that negative form of belief. I believe it's real. I don't support it. And that's my choice. So thank you for choosing this broadcast and being patient. Whew. When I go for runic adventures in the middle of my broadcast. Okay. I'm glad. The previous seed, the good harvest. Stefani, you have planted the seeds long ago. You believed that this change would happen. You minded your P's and Q's. You watered them when the time was right. You look at it now and you see it growing so much. You see it blossoming, profound. You see it becoming so much more. Now's the harvest time. Do the work, Stefani, and become your highest self. Keep up your music. Keep up your art. Keep up the things that bring you joy. Find that love within you and amplify throughout the time and space what it was. See, a seed is nothing unless it becomes something. So keep watering your seed and know that the harvest time is now. You have the strength and the protection to say every day, wow, I'm awesome. Because not a lot of people have that confidence, Stefani. So thank you for being that person. Yeah, some people will not understand, and time is all in the palm of the hand. Okay, hopefully no more runes go flying into the pit of death. So, Stefani, if that rune would have landed differently, it might have been gone forever. It happened to land in probably the 20% of places where it would not have been gone forever. So, thank you for your magic on that one. Just a tree in the ground. Stefani and Just a Tree in the Ground, if you would like your second message, please go to the description box of this video and read to the very end. There is a prompt to receive another message. Just a tree, please say stop. May your mighty hair continue to be awesome, and may people respect you and say, hey, can I touch your hair, before they touch your hair. And feel free to say no if you want to as well. That's totally cool. You were perfectly excited. Okay, Just a Tree says stop. Okay, Just a Tree in the ground. Go to the beach. Go to the ocean. Put your body in the water. Know that water will always amplify your magic. Take showers and baths. Go to hot tubs and pools. Go to waterfalls and underwater aquifers. The more time you spend with water, the more you allow the flow, the more you let your own flow take over. Just a Tree, know that water is magic, water is life. Allow this in your life. Don't let strife take over. Know that you have many gifts, but the gifts are nothing unless you are able to open them and then share them with others. A toy is just a toy, but a game is more fun because you get to share it with others. Know that when you can give and receive, have that reciprocity, that give and take, that in and out, that positive relationship with receiving and giving, Just a Tree, the whole world changes. Never forget that the light you're holding, that magical and mystical torch that you decide to hold of light, of kindness, of positivity, will pass through any negative. Hold your torch in the sweat lodge. Put another coal, put another log on the fire, and know that you will sweat it out. Let that heat come in. Let that cleansing flame overtake you. Know that you are being tempered, becoming more powerful through this process. Just a Tree in the ground, I say hold the flaming sword aloft and know that your brightness will never end. Thank you for bringing that brightness to this space. Again, if you would like your second message, please read the description box of this video. You got fire and water. That means steam. You are a very powerful individual. Steam power will propel you to where you need to be. Mix your fire and water together to create the volatile force that will propel you forward. I will, Stefani. I hope your life is profound, and may your days continue to become more amazing. So if you would like your second message, please read the description. For anyone who still wants your first message, please say stop. Yes, Stefani, runes I don't think will ever be as popular as tarot. This is why I am happy to use them over tarot. Some people want to be famous, and some people were born to be famous and don't want to be famous at all. I think I'm somewhere between the both of them, or I'm neither, but a little bit of both. Okay, person in the future. I say thank you. I appreciate your time and your space here. Okay, you have gifts. The gifts are all around you. There's trees, there's light, there's positivity. If you choose to see it, there's hatred, there's negativity, there's theft, there's sadness. But what do you choose? What gifts are you receiving? What energies are you putting into? And how are you respecting yourself and others in this very important, pivotal time in your life? How are you living the best life? Are you giving the gifts Are you hoarding them? Are you keeping them to yourself and not letting anyone see the beautiful gifts you hold? Or are you sharing them openly on public platforms? Are you letting many people, strangers, poor and wealthy, see your magic, see your beautiful gifts in display, in action? Or are you hoarding? Are you keeping them to yourself? That's your choice. No judgment either way. But understand that both have outcomes. And it depends on you which outcome you choose. Okay. So we now move on to any Arcturians. If you are an Arcturian, if you feel connected to the Arcturians, or you just want a message from the Arcturians, please say stop. Okay, please tell your sister to say stop, or stop when your sister feels stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is why you publish things anonymously, Stefani. There's many masked and anonymous artists who never get to the fame, and they only get the money and the positivity of doing things. Okay. Just a tree in the ground, sister. You are moving in a positive direction. You may not think there is momentum, but there is. The wheels of life are turning. You are in the driver's seat of the divine chariot of the universe. Let the trees and the hills pass by you as you roar with speed. Do not allow yourself to be caught in the old patterns that you have once been caught in. Move forward and know that any delays, any slow process, or any energies that you feel are preventing movement are actually allowing you to look more inwardly, to see the divine process, and to remind you, just a tree in the ground, sister, that you are protected by God, by the universe, by infinite forces that you may not completely comprehend. There is such a level of divine protection around you that you may never fully understand this protection, but you will be able to rely on it. You'll be able to accept that you are protected and perfect. And if you choose to change, that's great. If you choose not to, no one can attack you either way, because you have the divine protection, you have the masterful momentum, and the deep introspection to overcome any issues. Thank you for being yourself, and do not allow this world to beat you down. Okay. Any Arcturians now or in the future, please say stop. If you're an Arcturian, please say stop. If you feel like you are connected to the Arcturians, please say stop. If you just want this message right now, please say stop. Much love, just a tree in the ground. I'm just a me made of sound. If you... Okay, the Arcturian says stop. Okay, we got momentum again. The Arcturians are in the sky. Their flaming chariots of fire are above us. We may not want to look to the skies. We may not want to acknowledge that we have friends in many forms and many acknowledgments. They are doing a lot of things we don't want to acknowledge. There's a lot of forces in the universe that we don't want to fathom. The Arcturians love and help us, but when you make the choice to love and help yourself and others, you will begin to make more contact with these and other entities that more vibrate to the frequencies you yourself are emitting to the cosmos. Find a way to harmonically find the resonance pattern and put it into a quantum state bandwidth so it radiates at an equal tune register so it doesn't kind of go all cattywampus. Because once you lose that equilibrium, a lot of the magic of what anything you're doing is unpolarized and kind of nasty when it ends up being that unpolarized. So that is my message for any Arcturians, friends of Arcturians, or anyone who just wants that message now or in the future. Okay, big hug, just a tree in the ground. Yes, these collections of pixels are very powerful. Let's call them the pixies to help us out with the pixels. See, just a tree, sometimes I gotta pronounce my words with more diction and profundity. If anyone. Okay, are you a starseed? Do you feel connected to the starseeds? Do you just want a message? Please say stop. Just a tree in the ground. To get your second message, please read the description box. Same with the other two people who are here currently. Okay. Starseed said stop. Okay, friend Starseed. Look to the skies. You may feel so far away from your home star. You may be missing your friends, your loved ones, your other people from the star bases. Know that they're always with you. They're always above you, even when the sun is out and the stars are far away. Know that the brightness will always stays in your heart. It never wavers. Find that connection to the stars through art, through music, through plants, and bring it more into your life. Ground it deep into the earth and celebrate every moment you get to be alive, because that's what makes you a magical starseed, and that is the seed of the new stars that will come forward that you are planting in your wake. So, kind people, you ever notice that a lot of these tarot readers, they do tarot readings, and they do pretty good with that, right? Makes you feel a certain way. A few weeks later, you don't know what to say. It happened and it gone away. It's not here today. It's not something resonating in the way that you say that it needed to be today. But hey, we're here together. We got this moment. Let's say and let's play. We got so much joy in life. There's so much moment. We don't need to fill it up with strife. We don't need to lose it. We don't need to bottle it up and throw it in the cabinet. What we need to do is just open it up, hit it with that mallet, and let it explode. Let that volume max out in the highest sound code. Feel that sizz and bubble and pop. Hear it. Know it. It won't stop. It doesn't have to end. It doesn't have to begin. It always started before it even ended. Before we even found the place where we began, there was somewhere, maybe just the ending, maybe just the beginning, maybe just a spiral of the thing between. So we got the rune board, the compass of the ages. The mind state is always here with us, friends. The mind state of the ages, the ancients. How do you do what you do? Has someone did it more ancient than you? Do you bring forth the old teachings? Do you make it your own way? Do you move it forward in these powerful sensations? Or do you fight against it? Do you fight against all the inclinations? Or are you part of the divine cosmic nation? This Stephanie is known as free bardic poetry. When I give you the messages from the runes, that is more of an ovate, a druid witchcraft type divination. When I give you my intuitive poems, like I just did then, Stephanie, that would be a more druid extension. Is considered bardic, which is poetry and music, the more artistic. Where the druid is that very ancient, cosmic, introspective magic that is not normally shared completely in its truest form. It's oftentimes turned into songs or art or divination, so it can be understood, because when it's just shown in this most primal, ancient druid way, us modern people are like, nah, that's a little too crazy for me. So I got to give it to you in the poems before I can give it to you in the ancient. But you clicked on a video in ancient runic language anyway, so that's on you. So you have the free will. You're like, hey, what is this video? Why is it? Does it have ones in it? Either way, I'm going to click on it. And by doing so, you have welcomed the cosmic magic all around you. You have welcomed the frequency of the infinite by just clicking on this cosmic content. So, Stephanie, please go to the description box and choose one of those words, or say the word poem to get your second message. There once was a man who was like fire, but his mind was like ice. Wherever he went, you could hear the scurrying of the mice. They would run, they would find the nearest rice. They would eat and eat until they find the paradise. They would never go back to where they ran from fright. That person of flame and ice, the steam and might. He was like fire when he was all right. He was like ice in the cold, darkest of night. But there was always a branching path. There was always a rickety bridge connecting the two extremes. Very few had the power to walk past. Very few had the belief to continue to stroll. Very few had the faith of the soul. But then they came to that middle ground, to that center place, oh so profound. That middle ground, oh, the sound, the swing of the bridge back and forth, without a step, connected to source, ungrounded and connected, looming of the negative soul projections. If one would look down to the falls of death, and one would look up to the halls of life, would you take a seat and you celebrate your life? I say thank you, audience, for being here now. Oh, you're talking about the Merlin Netflix show? Well, thank you. Merlin is one of my teachers. I very much am a student of Merlin. The Blue Avians. Okay. For the mighty Blue Avians, anyone who would like to receive this message or feel connected to them or just want a message at all, please say stop. For real, me or just a tree? Okay, message from the Blue Avians. They have already been helping mankind for a long time. Many of them have already taken human forms to help change mankind. They are very much interested in the goings on of mankind. Don't think that we're not being monitored. Do not think your actions are not being picked up by the Blue Avians. They care deeply about Mother Earth, about Father Earth. They are working very strong with the connection to the planet, and they want to amplify this magic more and more. They have a deep and infinite relationship with the earth that will only amplify. Know that oftentimes our connection to the Blue Avians is stopped by a natural fear of other, of different, of change. Know that the Blue Avians will come to you when you invite them, and when you deny them, they will repel away from you. Find this within you, that right boundaries of the highest, most blue bird light, and when you need to find your own bird light instead of looking for it outside of you. Know that either way, they are caring deeply about mankind, Stefani. They care deeply about our planet, and they care deeply about you, your boundaries, and how you would like to be treated. They will not violate any of these three forces, and they will continue to work with the utmost clarity and respect going forward. And yes, I am a many-year scholar of Merlin magic, and I am a self-taught Merlin mage, and I'm definitely a student of Merlin. Stefani, I give private Merlin sessions. I got some Merlin cards that I don't use on YouTube, and I do give Merlin readings to other people who are also students to the great earth mage known as Merlin. Who is a fictional character based on a real person. So I'm going to read something for you, Stefani, but I'll show you this card. So this is the John D. Oracle deck. Not really meant for readings the way that other people do readings, but more so for spirit readings and channelings. The cards are very strange and have very esoteric meanings and hidden symbolism. This is the Merlin card. And I'm going to read to you from the guidebook what it has to say. So, he is definitely one of the Maguses. Magus meaning professional mage. One of the 7 suits. Okay, Merlin. The silver magus is represented by Merlin, shown here with the wise woman Nasume, who was his pupil, love, and nemesis. Perhaps the most famous magus of all time, although generally considered a fictional character associated with the legends of King Arthur, under the name of, I'm going to type it in for you, this is the historical name of the man who the stories of Merlin were based off of. He is acknowledged to have been the actual historical figure in the 16th century of Wales. His knowledge of the natural world and the stars and planets makes him a valuable guide in discovering the deeper wisdom needed in many issues. He's not just earth magic. Merlin is oftentimes associated with zodiacs and astrological magics as well. So a lot of my druid path and study does overlap with Merlin. Not a lot of it I feel comfortable sharing here on the internet. So there's a lot more to the both historical person, Meridian or Myridan or Merlin or Merlin, however you would like to say it. There's many myths and truths about this person, and there's a deep amount of mystery and truth about there. The main thing is he did have a lover who he taught many of his magics to, and she then betrayed him and tried to attack and kill him because he did not treat her with the respect that she thought she deserved. Timmy W, hello. Please read this block of text to receive your message. I hope you're having a great day. Just a tree in the ground, no cards, buddy. Contact me for private readings if you want cards. I got runes. No cards for nobody. I do have cards with me, but I'm not using them. I am a rune channel. I do not do card readings anymore. On the YouTube. I can talk about them, but I don't want to give any readings. Merlin was also deeply involved in oceans and forests. There was also stories of Merlin writing maps. Yeah, Timothy W, that is retired. But what I can do is give you a message from this bag of runes given to me by a mysterious mage. Oh, it is from me. I'll check that out later. But Timmy W, I got a message from the ancient Vikings. These are elk bone runes. If anybody here, please say stop. So Timmy W, there's a lot of people using cards. There's a lot of people probably using their ancestor cards. I'm not doing that for my own energies any longer. Same with Reiki. I've set some spiritual boundaries since a while, but I do offer the runes. And you do get some Reiki through the runes. I put it in my palm of my hand always. Okay. Just a tree in the ground. Okay, anyone in the future, be the light. Find the brightness within you. There's always a positive force. There's always an outburst of kindness, of understanding and strength. Within you, there is always an amplification. There's always something becoming more. Look to your ancestors. Look to those who have gone before you. Find that ancient legacy and bring it into the future. It could be money, property, ethics, beliefs. These are all positive inheritance. There's also negative inheritance. Be aware what you keep going from the ancestors for positive reasons and what you keep going from the ancestors for negative patterning reasons. Find that perfect protection in all you do. Wear your armor of God. Know that the brightest light of belief, of devotion, of understanding, prayer, and strength is within you. No external force can take that over you when you do not allow any force to take anything from you, because you are so protected by source. You believe it, you know it, and no force can even waver that in you. That is the highest form of protection. all through the runes, Timmy W. So I can read a lot of things that I choose not to. So you have a great energy. I can sense that. But what is Timmy W? What is the message right now? Please say stop. For anybody right now. Calling out to the bones, calling out to the runes, calling out to the ancient frequencies, long forgotten, kept alive by one weird individual on the internet. And Stefani, some people believe that Merlin might have actually used runes in his magic. The timelines do correlate that he might have had contact with the Vikings and have learned about the runes. That's the last thing I can tell you. That's not proven. It's only speculation. But some runic scholars believe that Merlin was a rune caster. Timothy W., everything in moderation. Don't let any forces dominate or control you. Feel like you need them to survive. Everything in moderation. If you do a right amount, it can help you. Do too much, it can hurt you. It's called the venom principle. A small amount of venom is a medicine. A large amount of venom is lethal. Same is true for cannabis or anything in life. Especially anything that gives you euphoric feelings after consuming. Okay, Timmy W., be flexible. Be flexible in yourself, but have boundaries. Don't let people push you to the breaking point. Be able to say, hey, this is getting too much. I need to go before you snap. Make certain that you have your boundaries clearly stated with other people. Your ancestors deeply love you. Your great-grandmother cares about you. The people long before you, you know nothing about, have love, hope, and understanding deep inside you. It is so much intrinsic in who you are. Mount your horse and go forward with the knowing that you get to be better than who you were yesterday. You get to keep improving. Write down the things about yourself you love. Write down the parts of yourself that bring you positivity, and write down the parts of yourself you don't like that bring you negativity. Find that perfect balance, because when you move forward and you know that the positivity has to propel, has to win, and all of that negativity gets left in the dust. Have your boundaries clearly stated, and don't let no one break you. Don't be too flexible that you lose our stability in yourself. So thank you, Timmy W., and always know that life is a choice, and I believe you have the choice for greatness, and that is within you. Mount the horse, and the rest is off to the races, right? Thank you, Timmy. If you would like your second message, please go to the description box and type in one of the words at the bottom. What is a devil to one person is an angel to another person. I have both seen angels and demons. Sometimes it's hard to tell them apart, and sometimes it's very easy. Thing about labels is oftentimes people can slip through the cracks of the labels. this is not the place for that, or not the energy I would like to partake in, Timmy. But you can find depictions on the internet and on YouTube of other people who have spent a lot more time with it and with other demonology than I have. I am no expert in it, so I will not give you a descriptive illustration. I can give you a descriptive illustration of an angel. So be not afraid. Depends on which type of angel you're working with, but be not afraid. The angels can be a lot more terrifying than the demons. Some angels are literally spheres of glowing light, so powerful they will blind you with millions of eyes that peer directly into your soul, with sounds of trumpets and screeching of birds, with heat radiating that stop your heart in some cases. Some of the cherubs have spinning discs with infinite eyes on them. So I'll tell you that. Those are the classic descriptions of angels before the Renaissance. Yeah, be not afraid. So no descriptions here, Timmy W. I'm not the guy for that. I do not have the specialties to speak on that. If you have any rune related questions, I will happily respond. But angels and demons is not where I focus my time. I got some friends who are really big into those fields. They tell me more about it, but it's not my interest. Yeah, be not afraid. Okay, any Agarthan. If you know about Agartha, if you feel connected to Agartha, please say stop. Okay, Agarthans, those who find the highest light of the earth's hollow. If you're here, please say stop, or I'll stop when I feel compelled. Yajandas, I will do that afterwards. And Timmy W. Do I take medicine? I do. Do I take traditional medicine or modern medicine? It depends on what I'm working on and what I need to do for whatever medicinal thing I'm working towards. But medicine can't help you unless you are able to help yourself. It's the ancient teachings of all healers. Okay. Agarthan, I heard you say stop. There's so much abundance of wealth, of positivity, of light, of this infinite abundance force within the earth. Tap into it through your visualizations, through your meditations, and through so much processes. Find your own ways to connect deep into the earth. Love it more than you think. You think you don't really love the earth very much, or you think you love it so much. Take some time to build more of your relationship with the planet. Build more of how you feel towards it to amplify this energies. Yeah, no, I do my best to not do additives. But I don't say no to anything 100%, because sometimes I might need that thing to save my life. But most of the time, I do avoid the pills for multiple digestive reasons. But there are some So I don't take any to enhance myself or my abilities. I do study and meditation for that. Song sometimes. So Timmy, can I ask you one question? It's a question no one has ever been able to answer to me, and there's not really a correct answer. But my question is, why do humans question things? What is the innate drive within a human to be inquisitive, to have a question that is needing an answer? Many people have gave me many answers, but I want to know what you say. Why do people ask questions? No one ever gave me a good answer, and I can't find one. Because that's the whole point of psychics, right? You go to a psychic to ask them your questions because somehow they have an answer you don't have. But I don't agree with that. I think you probably have all the answers. The psychic just knows how to answer it, and you probably don't. But you already have the answer, is what I think. Okay, stop when I feel a breeze. That's always. Okay, just a tree in the ground. Even when the hailstorm is falling, even when giant chunks are falling from the sky, you can overcome it. Find this light within you and find this perseverance. All of this chaos happening around you, just a tree, is here to make you more powerful. Every day. My question, Timothy, why do people ask questions? Why do you think the answer is important? Those are two different questions. Let's go to the first question. Why do people ask questions? That's the question I have for anyone. I've asked many people that. Okay, Yajin Dust. If you were here, somewhere in the infinite space, just a tree, pass it on. I say, be bright, stand in the night, and shine, shine. It doesn't matter if everything around you is utter darkness and chaos. You get to be positive. You get to have the light inside yourself, inside you, more and more every day. Bring forth this light and don't hold back the brightness. If you don't want to, but if you feel like you should, listen to that. There's always a give and take. Connect to the earth, do more grounding and bathing and loving of yourself, your body, and your connection to the planet. Just a tree in the ground, know that you are more than that. You are connected to all the other trees in the ground. I like those answers. So, people ask questions to connect with others. People ask questions because they themselves do not feel like they have the answers. People ask questions because they would like to find an outside perspective to their situation. What I usually tell people is I think people ask questions because the the act of being heard releases dopamine in the brain, which is a which is a positive response that then can be very addictive. And we learn this as a kid. When we ask mommy, daddy, what is this? And they tell us, we get a dopamine response. But if we find out that what we were told was wrong, we get a really bad, like, really bad rush of the complete opposite hormone. We feel terrible when we think something is true and we learn it's wrong. So, uh, it's always this, like, drug trip of the brain. Thank you for answering, Timmy W. I appreciate your perspective on this situation. Yes, questions you can learn through questions, but they could also prevent you from learning too. I agree. See, I'm not saying questions are bad. I'm pro questions. I just I just wonder what is that primal biological urge to question things, and why do some people have a stronger urge to question than others? And I'm fascinated by that. Psychologically, some people will never question. Some people will question everything, and some people will be in the middle. Some who question are ignorant, and some who question are not ignorant. But thank you, Timmy. Thank you, Jester Tree. Thank you to all the four people here. As I wind down this broadcast, I say thank you for finding it. I am. I'm not a very good surfer. I'm from the more mountainous areas of Cali instead of the beaches. I'm not a good beach bum. I would much rather live in a tree than on a sand dune, personally. But I got some friends who disagree. Uh, Timmy W. I also have a speech impediment. I am not able to pronounce the letter R properly. Rotating rodents rattle around rambunctiously. See? Doesn't sound right. But yeah, I do have a Cali accent too. But a lot of people don't pick up on that. I do not pronounce the letter R properly. Good thing about being a Cali person, I can call females chicks instead of having to say the word girl. Because if I say the word girl too much, it sounds like I am growling at people. Roar! Like a lion. Time is constantly ending and beginning. So the beginning time and the end times must be very connected. So I don't know about that. Are we in the end times? I cannot answer that. So, uh, so thank you for all the dudes and chicks, all of the boys and girls who have found this broadcast. Men, women, and children. Hopefully, no children, because this is an age-restricted broadcast. And if you are a child and found this, you are violating YouTube's terms and conditions, and you should be ashamed of yourself. Okay, thank you for having a great day, and I wish to see you on the next broadcast. You are loved so very much from the cosmic space. Final comments, questions, or concerns from my four people watching. Hope you all have a good night, everybody. Timmy, if I were to answer you completely honestly, it would be longer than the hour and 3 minutes I've already had on this video. Uh, my life is full of meaning, and I would have to have over an hour to tell you about it. The number 8 just fell over. Now it's infinite. Okay. It was top heavy. I hope you all have a good time. And what is the meaning of my life? I say joy, gratitude, and constant development and betterment. A lot more things than that. But if I had to sum it up very quickly, I would say that. Condense. I do my best to condense my life, yes, but not like condensed soup. But that gratitude makes life all better. Yeah, Yajin does what happens when an 8 falls over. It becomes an infinite. That's also a question: is what happens when you what happens when 5 and 3 give birth? You get an infinite. Okay, that's a terrible joke. Don't use it. Don't tell anyone. I'll give you all one actual joke before I leave. Okay, this is a tarot joke because I'm not a tarot reader. I don't really care. I was a tarot reader. You all know that. So here's a tarot joke. Okay, so if this is one of my many jokes on this topic. So if people treated non-tarot readers like they treated tarot readers, it would be hilarious. Example: if you treated your mail person like you treated your reader, you would say, "This is not my mail. There's no way this is for me. It's marked in my name, but I don't want to receive it." The mail person would say, "Well, I don't care. I'm here to deliver it to you. You just accept it and do what you want." No, they say, "No, I won't accept this mail. This is not true, and I don't want it for me. I'm not going to pay this bill. I'm not going to file my taxes, and I don't care. And I don't care if I paid you. I don't care if I don't paid you. This is not my life, and I don't accept it." And the mail person would just be so confused at that point, right? They would probably either stop delivering to you totally. They would write a very strongly worded letter to the postal general, be like, "Hey, yo, this guy's completely crazy and won't accept my packages." And your neighbors are going to give you shit and talk shit about you for being the one guy who gives shit to the mailman. But if you do that to a tarot reader, everyone's totally cool with it. You're like, "Nah, that's not my reading. I don't agree with you. I'm not a Virgo this month, apparently," So that's my joke. Jester tree in the ground. May the water continue to flow underground, and may things no longer be the same as they ever were. May they continue to be different than they were before. Thank you all for having heads that talk. Have a good night, and I love you all in some way. It's mostly platonic, I think. Yeah, it has to be platonic. Okay. Can I do remote viewing? Yes. Do I like doing it? No. See, the thing is, Timmy, I'll leave this video with this last message. Timmy W., when you remote view, you're not the only one who can see. You invite other people to see you too. And sometimes they do more than seeing. And that's why I choose not to use it very much. So have a great night. And I can see, but I'm not the only one. So have a good night. And thank you all.